Yes, another very big name and my favourite ex-manager. Paul Hartley, how are you doing?
I'm good, Si. How are you?
Good to see your best ever signing.
Worst ever signing. Cost me an absolute fortune. I blew my budget on you. But, no, look, good days.
Signings like this will get you the sack, won't it?
Definitely.
Great for the dressing room. Hope was on the
You
pitch,
were absolutely brilliant for the dressing room. You kept it going. Kept a great spirit. Just couldn't get you in the park. Couldn't get you in the park. You know, you'd such
tough,
you'd done well at Swindon, Portsmouth, and we got you up. Thought you'd go to do real, but to be fair, you were unfortunate with injuries up there.
But Peter, forget top six as well.
Top six.
I got us to the top six.
You did get us to the top six, and you got a good bonus.
I actually nearly made an arse. Do you remember the game before the top six? I went to St Johnstone. I passed it right to O'Halloran. Do you remember it now?
Because you were always passing back.
that
was your problem.
Right, we'll move on.
I was trying to get boys to play forward. You did. That's right off.
Shit myself. And then somebody won it. You were at the telly the next day doing Kelly. That was it.
Aberdeen beat Kilmarnock and we managed to get into the top six.
Never wanted somebody to win.
Remember the New Year's Day game? We get beat 6-2 with Dundee United. We had to change the goalkeeper, leather, and get injured. Big goals. But that was a Jerry McCabe signing, by the way.
That's why he's never worked in football again. By the way, no just ex-manager, but used to pick us up, take us into Celtic at the flat. By the way, I need to say, you must have seen a few wee birds coming out of that flat, eh?
Was it your flat? Are you sure? I did see a few coming out in the morning, to be fair. But I was actually saying that to my little boy last week. We're driving by the flat. I said, look, I used to pick Simon Ferry up there in the morning, take it me Celtic. I was a chauffeur.
There you are.
Danny DeVito, taxi.
Good times, weren't they?
Very good times, yes.
Right, we'll start off on the old career.
Yep.
Started at your hometown team, Accies. Obviously famous for bringing young players to now, but how was it for a young player back then at Accies? I
actually got by Accies by fluke getting there. I was an S-form signing for Hibs from 12 to I was 16. I was then offered a 6-month contract, which I turned down because I was in the system for 4 years and they only gave me 6 months. They said my height, I wasn't physically strong enough. And I was actually a teacher at Holy Cross High School, knew Ian Munro. Said to Ian Munro, I've got a young player here, do you want to go and have a look at him? And the rest was history, to be quite honest with you. So that little break I got I was very, very fortunate. I went up, Ian Munro liked what he saw at 16, and then I was playing first team football at 17. But what a grounding for me, what an experience. You know, you were thrown right in with all the experienced guys here.
How good was that, playing first team football at 17?
Brilliant. It started reserve team football, but it was proper reserve team football then. You know, you'd all the senior pros, so you were thrown right in it. And then I did pretty well. Was thrown in. I think I made my debut against Airdrie as a sub, and we get beat 6-2. So it was a Lanarkshire derby. But just to get thrown into it and to make your debut at 17, you know, great experience for me.
Who was some of the older players at the time? Anyone would know now?
Gary Clark was one of them. Alan Ferguson, Jim Weir, Billy Reid.
Oh, Jim Weir, right? Billy Reid.
Andy Millen.
Wow.
Really good experienced pros. So I was training with them day in, day out. We were full time. So I think the experience to go in with them, you were training with experienced guys, and if you weren't doing it, they were on you straight away. But you were doing all the jobs then.
That's what it was
actually proper ground staff. It was like at Accies, we had only 5 full-time ground staff boys, apprentices, whatever you want to call them, and we were doing everything. We were 6 or 7 pairs of boots each. We were, after a game on a Saturday, we were sweeping the stadium, we were cleaning the car park. It was proper 8 o'clock to 5. Nowadays, the young players, they don't need to do anything.
See, as a manager, does that annoy you, the young players?
It does annoy me. I don't like it. I think they've got to learn the hard way coming through. But nowadays, you've got to be careful now, you know, with young players. But back in the day, it was so good. I
enjoyed it and all the stuff.
Loved it.
Just getting close at the first team.
Just taking the hampers, going to the away games, going to the home games, putting the strips up. After the game, cleaning all the stuff. You know, players like to just throw everything all over the place. So it was a great experience for me with Ian Munro. He was a brilliant coach. He was way ahead of his years, Ian Munro, as a coach. He was different class.
Brilliant. Right winger back then. Now I want to know, what kind of right winger were you? Were you a graveyard shift up and down, or were you no tracky backy?
No, I was up and down.
Oh, yeah.
I was just a touching in.
Because you've got great delivery. Is that where you got that, for playing it in the right wing?
Touching in. Just if I was young, just practiced all the time. But you were playing football all the time then, when you were younger, coming through. You were out in the park every single day. I know things have changed now, but I was just right wing. I had a little bit of pace back then. It was a touch in, a cross, and I could score a goal. So, but I played up front and with Hamilton too. So, mostly the early part of my career was playing the right wing.
So, doing well for Accies, how did Millwall come about?
I was at Euro 96 as a hamper boy. There were sixes. Craig Brown invited us to the Euro Championships in England.
You still speak to Craig Brown now as well, don't you?
All the time. What a man. What a man he is.
We'll keep his stories for
he's got some stories in him. Not all about football.
Right.
But Craig invited me as part of the group to Euro 96. And then I came back for Euro 96 and Jimmy Nicholl had made a bid. Ian Munro phoned me and said that Millwall, Jimmy just went to Millwall, I think in February, and they'd just been relegated to League One. They were in the Championship and then get relegated to League One, and they said they'd a bid of 400 grand. But Wraith Rovers had made the same bid. They were in the Premier League at the time, so I spoke to both clubs. But when I met Jimmy, he was different class. He was brilliant. So Accies needed the money. They were in financial trouble at the time because we were ground sharing at Partick Thistle. We didn't have a home, so they needed the money, and I went to Millwall.
For 400 grand?
400 grand back in 1996. A lot of money. You know, it was a big decision for us, and I didn't have an agent. Ian done the deal for me, so I didn't have an agent at the time. I think agents
Ian
were
Munro
just...
done the deal?
Ian Munro done my deal.
Wow.
Agents were just sort of coming in at the time. I didn't really have an agent. I didn't know if there was any agents about. So Ian helped me, and signed in 1996 on I think it was a 3 or 4 year contract under Jimmy. But it was a real eye opener, Millwall. Honestly.
See, just on Jimmy Nick, Paul, everyone speaks so highly about him. What is it that's so good about him?
I just think the way he is with people, he never changes. He's got that, you know, he's got a little bit of a nasty streak to him when he has to. And, you know, I've seen it in the changing room. But I just think the way he manages players, his training was brilliant. He had a great way about him. And down the line, I managed to bring him back to Falkirk as my assistant manager, which was quite strange, but he was brilliant. Just going and meeting him, I decided straight away, look, I'll go and try London, Millwall, 19 years of age, heading for the bright lights, and I tell you what, it was a real eye-opener.
Some place, innit? London absolutely loved me when I was doing that. How did you find it?
Tough. Tough, really tough. The Millwall fans were absolutely crazy.
How mad is it? Is it like playing for Easter United or something?
It's worse than that. The Scottish boys actually played 44 games in the one season, but there was four Scottish boys signed in the same day. It was myself, Stevie Crawford, Jason Dare, and Big Davy Sinclair, big centre back. I don't know if you.
No, I can't remember. I remember others too.
Big centre back. So we all signed in the same day, and we're all actually back up the road the following year. It was such a struggle, and it was tough for Jimmy down there. The fans were. I mean, it was terrible. They invaded the pitch, tried to get Jimmy to run up back into the dressing room. One of the games, I think we're playing Bristol City, I'm sure, and Joe Jordan was the manager. And next minute we just see these fans running on the pitch. We're getting beat 2-0 and Jimmy's had to run up the tunnel. After the game, you know what it's like after the game, you got to the players' lounge. We're all up there and the lads are having a drink, and then next minute 20, the top boys, casuals, invaded the players' lounge looking for the manager. It was a real experience. It was scary.
God's sake, did you ever get something like that to yourself personally now?
No, but they were looking for the manager. The manager the manager was in the ground for hours that night, Jimmy. It was a real shame for him. But they invaded the players' lounge that night. There was 20 strong casuals looking for the manager. We were all just sitting like, what's going on here?
Dundee fans used to do that with me.
I told them. I told him to go after Ferry. He's the man. It's all his fault. Nothing to do with me.
Did you go to London a lot the 4 years?
I didn't. You know, I was down there with my partner at the time, and I had a wee boy. My young boy was born in London. So I was staying in Beckenham, really nice area, because the training ground was not too far from it. But no, I was never really out in London. No. To be honest with you, I think the other lads were. You know, so but it was a real tough experience. And a year later, I was back up the road.
And was that why you wanted to come back up?
Because they went into administration in February. We signed in the summer. The following February into administration, changed managers, and then they brought Billy Bonds in as an ex-West Ham legend. And she said, look, I need to get back up the road. And then, fortunately, Jimmy took the Wraith Rovers job, and I managed to get back up.
So, see, when you played at Millwall, were you one of Jimmy's main players?
Yeah, I mean, I played, I was only 19 when I went there, and it was a tough league, it was a physical league. It was a different style of football, which was good for us. It was a learning curve. But no, I did pretty well in the first season. It was okay.
And were Wraith in the Premier League when you went?
No, they were.
Been relegated?
You call it the First Division Championship, whatever you want to call it now. Jimmy brought us back up. I think it's something like 200 grand. Right. He brought us back up the road. So thankfully, I managed to get back up because I couldn't settle there.
Enjoy Wraith, big club as well, innit? Old Starks.
It was good. It was tough again, but I always go to these places where there's financial troubles, and
It's putting them in the
it is, to be fair. It's my wage demands at the time. But I went back up again. I did the deal myself. I actually did the deal myself. I didn't have an agent at the time.
Simpler times that, eh?
I know. So I did the deal myself and back up and started to enjoy my football again. But it was tough for us here. It was a tough 18 months at Wraith because players were leaving, and it was a tough one for Jimmy to try and get promoted. I think we finished maybe third that year. You
went to Hibs halfway through 98-99.
Yeah, Big Alex signed us. Another reason. Wraith needed the money. I think they needed to pay a tax bill. And Hibs came in, went on for a 200 grand. I spoke to St Johnstone, but I managed to go to Hibs. Hibs were in the First Division at the time.
Right.
With Alec, they'd been relegated the season before, and then Alec was coming in. He was bringing all these players in, the Latapis and Soze, managed to sign there. So it was a tough experience for us there also.
See, when you first played under Alex, could you tell that he'd be a top manager?
He was very good. He was very good. Man management was good, but he was tough.
On you?
Everybody used to join in training. I swear to God, you did not want to go on his team. He was slaughtering everybody. He was slaughtering you.
Even guys like Latape and Soze and that.
Kenny Miller was coming through. He slaughtered everybody. You're picking the teams like you're hiding. I don't want to be in the manager's team. You're hiding. But he was good. He was very good. So I went there, and I think I went there sort of Christmas time. We managed to win the league.
And then St Johnstone.
The wee loan spell before that.
Oh well, I've not done my research. Who was that to?
I went to Morton.
Right.
I went to Morton.
And did that rejuvenate you?
It did. I went to Morton for a month. I tell you why I went. It was the first time that the winter break had come in, and Hibs were going to Trinidad and Tobago for 10 days, 2 weeks. I think it was something to do with wee Russell. I think he just wanted to tame the wee man. You know what I mean? To chill out. And I went to Morton for a month. I says to the manager, look, can I get on loan for a month to get game time? Welsh Jews are away. There's no point in me getting away with them. And Starkey took me down to Morton, and it was a great month for me.
Fair play to you, because I'd have been in Trinidad with the
I know you would have. I know you were in partnering, but I needed to play. I needed to go and play.
And good to play under Starkey as well.
He was brilliant coach. Really enjoyed it that month. So, and I came back. Still didn't play as much, and then I left that summer. Is
that the hard thing of being a young kid? When you've been at Mull, you played 40 games, you went to Wraith, you played a time, and then you go to another club and you're not playing. Is it
difficult? Because I just wanted to play football. It wasn't a money thing. I was never ever motivated by money. I was always just wanting to do as best as I could. So money was never ever came into it for me.
How good was Latape?
He was different class. He's one of the best players that I've worked with.
Could he have played in that Celtic team and things like that you played?
But the wee man just didn't bother. He would come on the pitch at, say we were starting at 10:30. The wee man would stroll down at the back 11. Walking out the motor, and he had his flip-flops on, and he just all had a couple of cigarettes because that's what he liked, and just stroll onto the pitch. He was the best player.
So Big Alex would
so he'd tolerate it.
Are you like that as a manager? Is there certain players that you've got to be different with?
Nah, sometimes you've got to be a little bit different, but I think they've all got to be the same in terms of discipline and being in time for training and matches. I really don't like that, but Russell was just did what he wanted, to be honest with you. And he was best pals with Dwight York and Brian Lara, so
just so laid back, yeah.
They liked the good time. You know that with the cup final before they played, I think Celtic, that he was out partying before the cup final and obviously never played in it.
Was he?
Well, a few years later, aye.
We'll get that story at another time. St Johnstone.
Yep.
Obviously you've been at Morton, as you said, you'd played. Coming back to Hibs, no playing. Was it just a case that I need to get out and play?
You go out and play, and Big Alex said, look, you might not play as much here. I said, look, fine. Goes to St Johnstone, I think something like 200 grand. Sandy Clark.
Up a few quid, didn't
I have actually a few transfer fees. I've never seen much yet, to be quite honest with you, but Sandy was somebody I knew from Hamilton. He was the assistant manager at Ian Monroe when I was there, so I knew him when I was a young player, so I managed to go to St Johnstone, and I did okay to start with, and then I didn't really have a good time for about between 6 and 8 months. I didn't play as much as I wanted to play, and for whatever reason. I wasn't playing as well, to be honest with you.
Was that when you first started playing centre mid?
No, actually, that was when Sandy left and Billy came to St Johnstone. And one game, it changed for me.
And did you find that much more natural to you?
Aye, I played sort of centre mid when I was for a season or two at boys club level at Mill United, and then Billy came in, Sandy left, the results weren't good, we'd been relegated, and Billy came in, and then one game we're up at Tynecastle, a cup game, he says, I've just got to play in one as an attacking midfielder, and then the penny dropped.
Brilliant.
The penny dropped with me in terms of what I had to do, in terms of the work rate, box to box, working hard off the ball. I knew I could score a goal, and then for about 18 months I was flying. It's
mad how a manager can just change your whole career, eh? Do you think if you'd kept playing on that right wing, you wouldn't have had the career you'd had?
You're right, I wouldn't have.
Great question, man. That's not even on the sheet.
That's a brilliant question, you're getting better.
Thanks, mate. Better than this time at the football,
no, yeah. But look, it changed. It actually changed my career.
What do you think, Billy? Do you know what he's seen in you playing there now?
I don't know, I think he just seen something different and then persevered with it, and I managed to score some goals and my performance levels were getting better. And I was doing well. We're playing in Division 1 and I was doing well. So it just sort of changed for me.
2002 you got relegated to?
Yeah.
Were you tempted to leave?
Not really, no, because I had another year left. I felt I had to be a little bit loyal. I wanted to go and have another good season under my belt. It was a tough period for us in the Premier League. We really struggled.
Just no good enough players?
Nah, we weren't good. We weren't good enough. That was the bottom line. We couldn't win enough games. And the manager was good. The manager was very good. I like Billy. His coaching was brilliant. Obviously, assistant manager to Tommy Burns. So
is it very much that same sort of style?
Hard work, really good training. You know what I mean? But the boys would like, yourself would like, a lot of small-sided stuff. There's tactical stuff, but just really, really high intensity training.
Brilliant. You stayed in one First Division Player of the Year. Big honour for you?
Yeah, I did well. That season was good for me. I was one of the nominees. I think it was myself, Dennis Wyness, and two others were involved as one of the nominees. So I did a really good season, and then obviously I signed for Hearts. See,
when you're having that great season, do you kind of know in the back of your head, I'm gonna be leaving at the end of the season?
Yes.
Is there offers? Is there people speaking to you saying these are interested?
Yeah. There was a few clubs interested. I sort of had an agent then. I've still got the same agent now. Yeah, Mark's been my agent. I'll give him a good plug for the last 15, 16 years.
And you were his first player, weren't you?
I was his first player. So, and we're good friends now. You know, so there's always been a trust there. Never been a contract signed.
Brilliant.
You know what players are like now. They'll go with every different agent because agents will tell them different things. So there's a lot of interest in us that 2002-2003 season, and I signed a pre-contract with Hearts.
Why Hearts?
Big club. It didn't faze me, even though I was an ex-Hibs player. But I signed a pre-contract, and I think in January I went and met Craig and Peter Houston and the chairman at the time, Chris Robinson, who'd got a lot of stick there at Hearts over the years. But just wanted to sign there. But I'd seen out my season at St Johnstone, and my levels never ever dropped. Did
you ever get a bit of stick for Hearts fans at first, or that for the next? Did you?
Look, when I get paraded before the last game of the season. They were actually playing Dundee, and they announced myself and Wyness at half time, and I get booed.
Did you?
I hadn't fucking kicked the ball yet. Hadn't kicked the ball, and I'm getting booed. That's me just getting paraded as a new signing.
How tough is that?
I was like, what's going on here? Have I made the right choice? And I had to win them all. And they were, because Dennis, I think, was one of the player of the year. We signed in the same day. 2 hours went to the game, and like to announce the new signing, Paul Hartley, and boo, and I was like, oh. I hadn't even stepped onto the pitch yet. They hadn't seen me playing. I'm like, what have I let myself in for? I had to go and win them over. But
that might be a good thing to
it was a good thing. It was a good thing. But we had a good team at Hearts. We had a really good team, a tough manager.
See, I know you're going to go on to him because I know you love him, but see, just on the booing, would Levine say, forget that?
He wasn't bothering. He's like, forget that. You've got to work your way through that. If they see you're playing well, the punters will forget about it. Never mind if you were an ex-Hibs player. So they were. I had to work it through it.
Now we're going to talk about Levine, because I know you said to me when I was at Dundee, change your career.
Did.
Why? Just
work rate.
Did he pull you up in a meeting? Was it?
Oh, I fucking gave me he slaughtered me
in front of everyone.
Aye, we used to do.
Do you remember the game?
Aye, Hibs. We get beat 1-0. Big Gaz scored.
Big Gaz scored.
Big
friend of the show.
Big Gaz scored in the last minute at Easter Road. And,
That'd have been a quiet night for Gaz, that one.
That was the first time you started doing the video work. I'd never done, after a game that, you do the video. Because then in the Monday, and we were sitting down and the manager had one of the laser pens, shining it on the wee red dot. The place was in darkness, we were on there sitting down. And the full hour was on me.
No,
the full hour was on me. You never track back, you're lazy. You'll never play here again. Look at you there. You're so lazy. You're no running back with people. You're no tackling. You're no working hard enough. You will never ever play for Hearts again if you have another performance like that. Fucking terrible. It was a shocking performance. I never brought you here for that. You better get your finger out. You better start working. And I'm like, I actually thought I'd done all right.
Is that the first time a manager had ever spoken to you like that?
Aye, I said, fucking hell. What's happened here? And for the next 6 weeks I never played.
And were you close to going the other way where you thought, fuck him?
No, I wasn't. You're either going to sink or swim at Hearts. A big club and the fans are, what it's like, they're right on top of you, and if you're not playing well, you can either go two ways. You either do well or you're out the door. And what happened was I started 6 weeks with the reserves and I just fucking grafted my balls off. And I just worked and I came back into the team. And then...
Do you remember him saying to you, right, you've done your graft, you're back in?
Aye.
Remember the game that you
came back? Because I had to go and work with the fitness coach, Tam Ritchie. Well.
I've worked with him a few
and
times.
Tam thought I was lazy. The first day of pre-season, I know. He thought I was lazy. But I wasn't lazy. I thought I was fit. But it wasn't until I went there to see how fit these guys... Hearts were based on hard work and fitness. I mean, it was incredible, the training there. Monday, Tuesdays, you never seen the ball at Hearts. It was all running. You wouldn't have liked it. you would not. So you would not have liked. But so that was the penny dropped to me. I've got to come here and work hard. It doesn't matter. I've got a 3-year contract. If I don't perform, you're out the door. And where are you going to go for here? Because I've had a few clubs already, and I was something. What is it? 24, 25 going to Hibs, something like that. No, 23. I think it was. Sorry, 23. And I'm like, fucking hell. Where am I going to go for here if I don't perform? And the penny dropped, and then as soon as I got back in the team, I was never out of it.
Was there times in that 6 weeks that you thought, I'll not make it here?
Aye. Oh, aye. I think a big doubt that I'm not going. This is not going to work for me. But the manager was fair. One thing about Craig, he's fair. He's a tough taskmaster. If you're not performing, I've seen him in the dressing room. I've seen him punching things. I've seen him. I don't mean players, tactic boards, and he's very, very tough, but he's good.
So you would treat a 17-year-old the same as you treat a top player?
If you get into the Hearts team and he's the manager, you have to go and work.
See that first game back after 6 weeks? Was there a nerve there that I need to go and do that?
Because the fans were.
Were they on you as well?
They were on us. The fans were on us. So I had to have a good mentality to try and show them I was a good player. And that's why I was signed there. And gradually, it get better for me.
See, when they're good, the Hearts fans, how good are they?
Brilliant.
You love them,
one of the best atmospheres in Scottish football, if not one of the best.
Because when I was at Dundee, it was Hearts that you would always talk about how much you enjoyed it there.
I loved it there. I loved my time at Tynecastle. The fans were brilliant. Even when I went back there as a player at Aberdeen and as a manager at Dundee, they were brilliant for us. And any time I go back and watch them, they treat me properly. They treat me really well. It's a club that I've got a lot of time for, a lot of respect for, and I had such a great time there.
Your first season, you finished third.
Yep.
I think you were flying towards the end of the season. Did you really feel you'd taken your game to another level?
Yeah, I knew I was getting better. I could see it. I felt great. I felt fit. I was confident. I felt that I was as good as MD in the leagues. And at times as an attacking midfielder, I was getting better as every game. I wasn't scared to come up against any players, any opposition player.
Would you go into games thinking you could beat anyone?
Aye.
Was that from Levine?
Aye. At Tynecastle. We were difficult to play against. We were a strong team. We didn't always play the best football. We were direct at times and, we'd run into the box, but we knew there with a real spirit. We had good characters there.
Who were the good characters?
Stephen, obviously.
Daddy?
Big Elvis, aye. Robbie, Craig Gordon. We had some good players.
See, just last thing on Levine, was his emphasis always for you to get in the box?
Yes.
He wanted you to do that?
Just run.
Was he no bothered about what he done on the ball? It was more about goals?
Mainly get in the box and close people down and get forward and box-to-box midfielder. He was terrific for me. I know a lot of people have said different things about him, but for me, you know, he was brilliant.
You think that box-to-box midfielder's gone now?
Yes.
See it,
People just want to come.
Nothing better than to watch as well, is it?
I love it. When do you see it? You go to games down, they all want to go on the ball and they want to play it backwards and sidewards. A bit like yourself. But no, they don't. I don't see that. Do you see it?
No,
do you see MD running and get in the ball and without touching the ball? No. Really, you don't? I don't see it anymore. To be fair, I don't think you can coach that either. I think it's quite difficult to coach in terms of, you know, running into space. I
know it's a bit lower level, but I say to the boys at Peterhead as well, you should be running up and down the pitch.
Just run.
Get in the box and
as wee Gordon used to say, just run about, son. You know, just run about.
We'll come to him as well, don't worry about that. Just on Craig Gordon there, could you tell at that age he was a top keeper? What was it about him? Temperament?
Everything. Presence, temperament, composure.
Is it training you see that? Or
yes.
As soon as he came up?
Saves he used to make were incredible. The saves he used to make were incredible.
Right, Romanov era begins. Now, before we speak about Romanov,
could write a book.
If me and you end up in a boot somewhere, no kissing, all right?
I don't even know where he is these days. Where is he? He's in Russia somewhere, isn't he?
You'll be there.
You'll be watching this.
But see,
no doubt.
See when you first heard he was coming in, did you see pound signs or was it?
Oh aye, we were in trouble. Hearts were in trouble. Hearts were Tynecastle was getting bulldozed. He was going to Cala Homes. There's a wee plug for Cala.
Was it?
Yes, they were. It was getting bulldozed. You know, Chris Robinson. There was protests every game. The pie man. You know, they wanted them out. It was every game there was protests for the chairman outside and whatever. And then this Lithuanian multi-millionaire was taking over, and then that's when the real money came into Hearts and came into Scottish football, and for myself.
Who first told you the players that Romanov was coming in? Was that a manager?
We just heard it. Was just through papers, the media, and we just heard that Romanov was coming in, and he was a hell of a character.
What about the first time you met him and gone?
I can't even remember the first time. It would just appear, you know. It wasn't until like Craig Levine left when he really because Craig went to Leicester then. And then John Robertson came in as the manager.
Try to bust Paddy McCourt.
That's, you know, it was brilliant. It was the way Paddy tells it. He makes it funny. But this guy's coming in and taking over, and he's got to do this and got to do that. And be fair, he did. And then down the line, it's not really his money.
Would you have individual chats with players?
Honest to God, he would. I remember it was after George left. I'll go through. I'll just go into this one, Okay. And I get summoned to a hotel in Edinburgh on a Thursday night after George left. Through one of his Lithuanian colleagues. It might have been his son. He used to call his son Rodney Trotter. He used to look like Rodney Trotter, his son. Aye, his son. And he said, "Look, my dad wants to see you tonight in the hotel in Edinburgh." I'm like, I was actually scared. I mean that. It was 8 o'clock now. He wants to meet you for dinner. And I remember Mark drove me through. Mark, you'll need to sit outside. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I goes in and Romanov's here. And he starts saying to me, who do you think the new manager should be? I'm like, surely that's your choice. I says, I'm only a player. It was after George had left and all the stuff that went on, and he says, you pick who the new manager should be. I'm like, I don't know who the new manager should be. It's not up to me. I was picking names because I seen the names that were in the paper. I says, Vialli would be a good one, because Vialli was linked to it. Vialli was linked. Kevin Keegan was linked. It was all the names. I said,
Terry Venables, nah?
No, I didn't go for the hotel. Stuart Baxter. But he summoned me to the hotel, and I'm sitting there like, what's going on here? This is the owner of the football asking me
to pick a manager,
who the manager should be, and I'm like, no, that's not my choice. That's your choice, Mr. Romanov.
Would you have a laugh amongst yourself about things the players?
You'd want to come in and join in and train all that.
What, joining training?
Aye, come in pre-season and start taking penalties, but he couldn't even kick the ball. You know, he couldn't kick it, but he would. He actually liked me. I know that might sound thing. He gave me a new deal, and that's when the big money came into Hearts. We were. It was like before every game there was fireworks on the pitch. It was costing like 50 grand a time. You remember the fireworks were on the pitch and it was costing, we would stay every away game, every home game, we were staying over at the best hotels. With Hugo Boss suits, Hugo Boss shirts, Oliver Sweeney shoes, but it was all the best gear. We'd everything. We'd 76 players.
76 players?
We'd 76 players on our books, and it was a shame for the kit man. Every day there was like half the Scottish boys, the British boys were here, and then half it was all the other lads.
Would any of us ever say this is getting farcical now?
Well, obviously we did eventually when we done the Rickerton 3, but we were it was mad.
Weird times.
The times were mad because under George we started brilliantly.
Midway through that season, Celtic approached you, is that right?
Yes.
Under Martin O'Neill?
Yes, it was John Robertson was the manager. It was the January time, and Celtic came in with I think it was Peter Lawwell came in with a 300 grand bid. I think it was Martin O'Neill with a £300,000 bid, which Hearts they wanted £1 million. I was disappointed that I couldn't go because I wanted to go and play for Celtic. That was my team as a young kid, but I could see Hearts' point of view, and actually I did something stupid. I went and put a transfer request in, and it actually didn't mean anything. You know, it's a bit of paper, and I'm like, and didn't know. I was like, why? It wasn't until years later. Why did I do that? Celtic weren't going to pay the £1 million that Hearts wanted. They were going to pay 300 grand.
See, when you put the transfer request in, would they put you down reserves and stuff like that? No, you just kept playing?
I kept playing.
How were the fans?
The fans were brilliant. The fans were brilliant.
Because you were doing it on the pitch.
Aye, the fans were brilliant. But I mean, it was stupid at the time. Because it actually doesn't mean anything. It was a bit of paper. I'm at a transfer. I'll do you. Very good.
Just sit where you are.
Just stay there. You're going nowhere.
So did you speak to Celtic? No, I never got to speak to him at all.
No, I never spoke to them. Nothing was ever agreed.
See, at the time
I thought that my chance was gone.
That's what I was going to say.
I'll never get there. Obviously down the line I did.
It came. John Robertson leaves and George Burley comes in.
Brilliant.
Could you tell he was a top manager straight away? What was it about him?
Just his training, everything. He's the way he was with the players. The players loved it. The players absolutely loved it. He was brilliant, and he loved us. He loved the Scottish boys.
Would he take all the training and everything?
He would join in. What a player he was.
Was he?
Crosses. He would take the crossing. It's like riding a bike, son. That's what he used to say. Mikel Linus, let me do it. It's like riding a bicycle, son. You never lose it. He was brilliant.
Good tactically in that as well.
Aye, but the training, and see the players he brought in. That's something we were like, who's he got? We'd hardly any players. We went to pre-season in Ireland. We'd hardly that squad. We had no players, and I didn't want to leave then. I was like, no, I want to work under this guy because I know he'll like me. And the training everything was brilliant. He wanted the best for the players. He was brilliant with the players.
Did he tell you he liked you?
Aye, he loved the Scottish boys. He really loved the Scottish boys.
What about the players you brought in? Who were top players that you brought in?
Scatchel, good player.
Let's talk about Scatchel. How good was he?
Brilliant. Aye, like great left foot. Wasn't he the hardest working player, by the way? You know, we done a lot of his work for him, but I think he scored something like 17 goals that season.
You and him had a great relationship.
I think we get 34 between us, but he had a brilliant left foot.
Where did Burnley find these players from?
He brought a guy, Simon Hunton. I think Simon's at Nottingham Forest now. He was brilliant. He was a sort of, you could call him a director of football, whatever you want to call it. And Simon brought Bednar, Pospisil, with Fisas. He'd won the European Championships with Greece. So we started to get the team together. And as soon as pre-season, the games went on, we were like, we've got no bad team here.
Did you think you had a chance to win the league?
Yes.
Was that spoken about?
Aye.
Did Burley say, why not? Go for the league?
Well, why not? He was ambitious. He didn't care about MD. George did not care about MD. He didn't care about the other teams. He wasn't bothered. He just wanted you to go out and play, and the way that some of the football we played. You know, the first 10 games, we'd won 8 and drawn 2, and obviously we know what happened after that.
See, the 10 games, is that the best football Hearts have played while you were in?
Unbelievable. We were playing good football.
Was he wanting to play it for the back?
Everything. Pace, movement, go and play, go and enjoy it. And the fan, it was like a party every game at Tynecastle with all these fireworks and the way that we're playing. We go to Livingston, Tannadice, we take 5,000 fans.
Wow.
We go and beat them 3-0 and we go and beat Livy 4-0 and we're like, we're not a bad outfit.
Just rolling teams over.
And everybody knew that we were a good outfit. They couldn't handle us at Tynecastle.
Brilliant. What was the first warning signs with Burley?
we'd heard whispers that Romanov was trying to interfere in team selection. It was the game that after he left was the Celtic game. We go to Parkhead and drew 1 each, and Romanov said we should have went and beat them. And Celtic were a good team, Celtic were a right good outfit. He said if we'd played Mikalaunis and Česnauskas, we would have beat, this is Romanov, we would have beat Celtic. And we were like, you kidding on? We go to Parkhead and we play really well, and we're coming away with a point. And the manager wasn't having it. Romanov was what he picked the team. He must play. And the following week we're at the Dalmahoy, so we're playing Dunfermline at Dalmahoy on the Saturday morning, and we get there, and we're all in there for a pre-match team meeting. He signed a George, and we goes in, and John McGlynn says, "Look, the manager's left." That was it. And that was it. But that night we actually had a wee going away party for him.
Did you?
Aye. We did.
A few drinks and...
Aye, a few drinks. Because the players loved him. The players absolutely adored the manager.
Would he ever speak about the chairman to us?
Nah, he wasn't even bothered about the chairman. He didn't. Romanov was not picking the team when the manager was there. And what happened when the manager left?
He was doing it.
Oh, he was doing it. I'll go on to that. He was doing it. But the manager, George, we were gutted. We knew we were a good team. I'm not saying we would have won the league.
That's my next question.
I'm not saying we would have won the league, but it would have been a lot closer in the end, I think, because we would have brought better players in again. We had a good team, but we would have brought players in. But didn't happen. And then he leaves and John had to take over. But that game we won. I think we won 3-0 the day that the manager left. The punters couldn't believe it. Because we're thinking this is the best thing that we've had in a long, long time in Scottish football. We were, it was always Celtic Rangers, but then Hearts come on the scene. They're a good outfit. And then the manager left. So
would the players voice their anger at George's sacking, or could you not do that?
We did eventually, obviously, when
that happened again. But at the time,
we're just disappointed. I think we're obviously that Romanov pays your wages, whatever, but we're gutted. We're absolutely gutted.
See, although it's the same group of players, why could it not keep going?
Well, it actually did. We actually split. We split the old firm that year, but I think we had something like 4 managers that year.
Disruptive. How important is a manager at a team, though?
Very important. He's a leader, and George was a leader, and we loved him, and everyone was great about it. We had the best of stuff. We had the best of everything.
And was that him that demanded the best of stuff?
Oh, aye. And obviously we thought Hearts had a lot of money. Down the line they didn't.
Okay, I love this because I remember you used to steal his partner, Graham Ricks.
Oh, Rixie.
What was it, caviar? I steal it as well.
Caviar, mate. I thought it was a good pass or a good cross or whatever. Caviar, mate. But he was a brilliant coach.
Good player as well, wasn't he?
Team in training. But Rixie was dead nervous. Oh, he was nervous as a manager.
Is that because it was his first job, maybe?
No, I think he'd been...
Oxford, is it?
Was he at Oxford?
Was
he at Portsmouth? I think Rixie was at Portsmouth and all. But he was more of a coach. He was dead nervous. He used to smoke these wee cigars, and he would, outside the Rickerton training ground, he would pull you. How am I doing? What do you think? We doing all right? Aye, Gaffer, we're doing great. Everything's great. How do you think I'm doing? Gaffer's great. Everything's brilliant. Oh, good. But he was a brilliant coach. But it was such a shock that the talk was that Vialli... Romanov went for Vialli, and the talk was that Vialli didn't want it, but said, why don't you go for Graham Ricks? And obviously, what happened, and the punters and the media were like, Graham Ricks, what's this about? And the fans never took to him, but I tell you what, I loved him. I thought he was a brilliant coach. I still speak to him.
Did you still speak to him?
Ah, he was brilliant. Manager he was a brilliant coach.
See, when he was saying that to him, am I doing all right? Did that make you think?
I just think he do. I think it just how's your team doing and what do you think? And
is that a good thing that he's asking the older players as well?
Aye, he was good.
Enjoying that.
Aye, the players liked him. But in the end, he wasn't picking the team. I remember we had a team meeting, and we were playing Dundee United midweek game, and the gaffer, look, just to let you know, I'm not picking the team tonight. You're like,
he's a laugher, is it?
You're like, at least he was honest, because Big Webby get dropped. Says Webby, you're not playing. I'm not picking the team tonight. So then we knew this is not good. This is not good that the gaffer's not picking the team tonight. And it wasn't up to Rixie obviously wanted to be in a job. He was brilliant. He was brilliant for me, and the players liked him. Players really enjoyed his training. It was brilliant.
See a guy like Andy Webster, would he be like to Ricks? Well, who do I speak to about no players?
You couldn't speak to him, because Romanov's not here. So
was there a middleman, do you think? Balaclava.
His son was floating about at times. Big Rodney. Rodney was in the building at times. But it was mad. I mean, as I said, we had 76 players in the books. Yeah, I remember going my Christmas night out, and there's half the Scottish and British are that half side, and all the other ones are that side. It was mad.
There must have been a bit of friction with 76 players.
Ah, there was.
Between players, was there?
Aye.
Well, was it mostly Scottish and foreign boys?
We didn't trust the Lithuanians.
Think they were grassing on?
Well, they were. I think they were.
Do you?
Aye.
You think that's why they were brought in?
Stuff was getting back. They were brought in and they weren't good, some of them. They weren't good players.
Who were good at them?
Jankowski was a good player.
Oh, he was good.
He's a Champions League winner with Porto. Wow. He was a good player. He was a good... Mikel Lyons was a good player. He was a good lad, actually. Cisnowski was a good player.
Right.
But we had tonners of them, man. They were just...
Could they speak English now?
When they wanted to. when they could be bothered. But it was a mad time.
So see if there was 18 in the squad, what would the others 50
that was including young boys, just wouldn't be involved.
Just sitting in the house,
I just wouldn't be involved. It was hard.
Finished second, as you say, that year. One game I want to ask you about was Boxing Day. 2-0 up against Celtic at half time. See, at half time, did you think we've done them here?
We were 2-0 up after 8 minutes. Celebrating and we're all this, that and the other. But we knew Celtic were a good team, we knew they'd come back, and Celtic changed it. We felt we need to score the next goal because we knew they could come back. And Celtic actually made a brilliant substitution that day.
Was it Pearson came on?
Stephen Pearson came on, scored, and then
Big Mick
scores the two of all people.
I was the 20th man that day.
Were you involved?
In the stand, £600 win bonus. I've never celebrated so much in my life.
Ah, for God's sake.
Was that
our win bonuses were... Our win bonuses
there you go, tell us about the win bonuses.
I swear to God, at the time, and this is back, 2006, I'm not scared to tell this, we were on £1,500 a win. So, but listen to this. So every win, you gives up 500. So that day, we were on a roll that year, 8 in a row. So it was 1,500, 2 grand, 2,000.
Wow.
We were like, where's the money coming from? But we weren't caring because we were in big bonuses.
And would it be in every month?
Aye, the money was there. I never get paid there.
Are you looking at the account like...
We were on £1,500 a win. That was to start with. And then if you went and drew the game, say you win 3-4 games, and then you drew, you get back to 1,500 again. So you think of that season, we won over 20 games. If you think that season, the amount of money that they paid out in bonuses was incredible. It was actually incredible. That's
why he's going about in the designer gear. See all that stuff was going on, Todd. Does that kill the belief that you could do something special? Do you think you can't really...
A wee bit. It's difficult. It's difficult. I think with the change of managers, and obviously it changed the game when Graham left. But that game, that New Year's Day, I think we were something like 4 points behind Celtic at the time. So we're 2-0 up. If we win that game, we go a point behind. And then obviously Celtic came back and won 3-2.
How was that feeling in the dressing room after?
We were gutted.
Low, was it?
It was low. It was low. And see, Rixie didn't stay too long after.
As you say, you finished second that year. After all that chaos on, what got you through it in the end? Because it was a battle for second.
I think just the majority of the
older boys.
The older boys, myself, and we had a good spine of the team, to be honest with you.
Big Elvis ever give a good speech? You loved his speeches,
the big man's good at that.
What's his poem he does? And then you are a man, my son.
He was, to be fair, he was a good leader. He was a good captain, and he kept us together that year. Dad and myself and Robbie and Craig and Webby, when the Fisas was good and Scatch, we still had a good strong team, and we were disappointed. But if you look at it, for everything that went on, we managed to finish second and win the cup.
So you did. Did you feel for the younger players at that time? It's trying to break into a team with all these foreign boys.
It's hard.
Would you speak to the younger boys?
Like young Callum Elliott,
Lee Wallace
and Berra. They still played some of the games, so I would always speak to them, always had time for them.
Ivanauskas guided you to second in Scottish Cup glory.
I liked Valdas, but he was a nervous wreck. The team would get changed like an hour, 2 hours before the game. We'd have a team, and then we'd always do a pre-match. We'd always stay in the hotel, home or away, and then like this is the team, and then he would give you out and take a phone call and come back in, the team was changed. The sweat was going down on me. He was sweating, and then he would flip the chat on, but the team talks for 45 minutes. You know, the team talks. How long do you want to have a team?
5 minutes.
6 minutes. Like my team talks for 5-6 minutes. But he was 45 minutes, and the team would change enough. But we got through the season. I liked him. He was good, actually. He was a good man.
And you winning the Scottish Cup, that must have been a great day for you. After all the season that got on that season.
Yeah, look, the semi-final was obviously good for me, scoring a hat-trick against Hibs, which was brilliant. The final, we got a bit lucky. I get sent off in the final.
What were you thinking? In the corner, wasn't it?
Aye, I kicked Big Townsley. I know, I thought it was stupid.
Well, how come you're such a hothead? Because you're not really like that now.
I think I must have had about 8 or 9 red cards throughout my career.
I thought you were going to say Red Bull before the game.
I did, I thought I know. I had Red Bull and red cards. But I don't know, I was like, I'm the penalty taker. This is going to penalties. We were lucky that day. You know, they could have won the cup.
Were Grant a good side?
Good experience. Paying a lot of money.
Davey Nick played, didn't he?
It's Tosher and John O'Neill, Alan Main, James Grady. They were a good outfit. But we got a goal up, man, wanting extra. And Robbie Nielsen makes a brilliant clearance. The boy's right through and goes round the keeper, and Robbie, last ditch tackle, and that would have made it 2-1. And I get sent off with a last kick of the ball in extra time, Dougie McDonald. And I'm going up the tunnel, I'm like, I'm actually the penalty. What if we get beat here? This is my fault.
Are you petrified?
Aye, I was sitting in the wee room watching the penalties. You couldn't stand outside and watch it. I'm sitting in the wee room, I'm like, if we lose this, this is my fault. I'm the penalty. Hearts lose it. We lose the cup to Gretna. By chance we won it, and then we qualified for the Champions League that year.
Brilliant, eh? You remember the celebrations after it? Back to Edinburgh?
Oh, how brilliant. The bus was the best bit. You could just everybody singing and the atmosphere, and you know, having a few drinks, and you're cuddling people that you wouldn't really cuddle before, and just all the boys want it. You never get the times back. You know, it's different when you win the cups at Celtic. There's no parade. It was like Celtic was a bit, don't mean strange, but you win the cup, you back to Park Eden, you're away home again. But you got Hearts, and the fans are lining Gorgie Road, and we're up on top of the bus. We through the roof of the bus, and there's thousands and thousands of fans here. And the night goes into 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning.
Where did you go at the nightclub?
Aye, we were in the after show party was at Murrayfield, and Mark Donaghy and all the guys were there, Davy McDonald, all the guys I know, and it was 5 o'clock shot. And then the next day there's a parade through Edinburgh, 250,000 fans there.
Unbelievable.
And that you don't get that back. You got to enjoy the moments. It was absolutely, it was an amazing time for me.
Was Romanov part of the celebration?
Oh, he was on top of the bus with a trophy. he wasn't missing this one.
All the days of joining in paid off.
But he was on top of the bus. He was loving it. All the fans loved Romanov because he thinks he's saving the club. He's putting all this money in. Little do we know down the line that it all goes pear-shaped.
So would you sit and have a beer in that one, huh?
No,
it wasn't that.
No, he wouldn't sit and have a beer with him. But just all the boys, it's hard to explain sometimes when you get that feeling of winning. Not everybody's been there winning Scottish Cups, and it was my first sort of major medal. I'd won a first division one with Hibs, but that one with Hearts, I was 28 at the time, and what a feeling! It was just unbelievable.
Still think about it now, huh?
Oh, aye. Because when your career stops, yours will be not too long, right? Should have been about 5 years ago. But see, once your career stops, it's gone. So try and play as long as you can. Because it's memories, that's all it is. And great memories for me.
So see, even when you come back to Hampden here, do you think back to the games and stuff like that?
Aye. The times we've played with Hearts and Celtic and Scotland for me, I was very fortunate that I played here quite a lot. And I had good success. The 3 finals I've been here, I've won. So I've had a lot of success here.
See, just on Romanov, he's no sceptical. He said he had all that money, but he was still getting £5 haircuts. His banter was terrible.
But I think that, see, after that season we'd won the Scottish Cup, our pre-season was unbelievable. The itinerary was scary.
What, travelling all over the place?
No, he hired a yacht, and I mean a yacht, with £600,000 to charter for 10 days in the Med. Honest, that was our pre-season, and we used to come off the speedboats, onto the speedboats, and then to dry land for training. That was our 10 days of pre-season. But he decided mad itinerary where I tell you, we're going there the night, and we're going to P Diddy's nightclub, and we're going to there. This was all this itinerary. We're like, this is not us. We're here for pre-season. But we actually didn't do all that. We was like, we're not. This is not what we're here for. It was like going to all these different places, Saint-Tropez, P Diddy's nightclub. We're like, this is pre-season. We're meant to go, and this is hard work because we were getting into the Champions League. But he hired this yacht. I mean, it was incredible. The yacht. It was unbelievable. This was our pre-season on this, so we would skip off the speedboats onto dry land to the training, but we didn't have a training pitch. I don't know who organised it. There was like
the boys were his nightclub.
the boys were running in concrete. It was mad. Hired this yacht. It had everybody on it, every single. But he used to disappear.
Was he not bothered about you getting fitted?
Well, thanks. He would disappear off this speedboat at 1 o'clock in the morning to go into wherever he was going.
Unbelievable. 2006, 2007, was that the Saint-Tropez pre-season? We was all getting together thinking that this is just too much now?
Because we didn't start the league campaign that well. We didn't start. I think we got knocked out with Athens. We were a good team, to be fair, in the Champions League, but it wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. And then obviously Valdas left, and we had a coach in called Malafif. Honest to God, Edward Malafif. He was an old guy, and the training was horrendous. It was the worst I've ever done.
Was that breaking point?
It was like you're playing crab football every day.
What's that?
You know, you're on your, you've ever seen it crap in the wheelbarrow, you can't
Ryan McGowan spoke about it.
Hold your legs and you time that with the ball. So somebody was holding your legs at the back and they were thinking about, and you were thinking with the ball. It was like crab football. It was thing you did at play school, and the training was horrendous. And then obviously that's when we took a stance as a Rickerton 3. What
was the stance? Was it a chat in the dressing room?
Nah, it was between myself and the other ones had nothing to do with it.
Was there a certain thing? Was there a certain session or something that caused it?
It was just a build-up. The training was terrible, and the manager wasn't good. We didn't know where we were going, and there was too many players, and the team selection was terrible, and good players were getting left out. And then we knew if we'd done that, the Rickerton 3, as they call it now, that we'd be out. We wouldn't be at Hearts much longer because of Romanov. We stood up. That we were only trying to do the best for the team and the club and the supporters, because we didn't like what we were seeing, because we could have had a good team, it could have been all good, but the too many changes because of Romanov's interference. And that time, and it was myself, Craig and Stephen had a meeting to say, look, we have to change this. And everybody was surprised that day. They thought we were going for, the press thought we were going for a normal press day. The 3 of us walk in and we started saying this about the discontent within the group, and we weren't putting up with it any longer. And that was the end of the road for us, to be honest with you.
So did that not worry you that you knew it was going to be the end of your time at Hearts if you'd done this?
I didn't want it. I didn't really want to leave Hearts. I enjoyed my time there, but I knew we had to do something because we weren't enjoying it. Nobody's enjoying it. It was terrible.
And you think if you never done that, it'd have kept going on?
Probably. And then Romanov didn't like that. He came in.
Did you get contact with him straight away?
Yeah, he came in. He flew into Edinburgh and he pulled us and pulled myself and said, "Why are you going to the media?" I said, "Well, we had to go to the media." And then Stephen was away. I was left out for a couple of games, just on the bench. Craig was left out, and then the writing was on the wall for us. Mm-hmm. But I loved my 4 year at the club.
Because there was a rumour that you threatened to put you up for sale and play teenagers against Dunfermline. Teenagers against Celtic. You never beat Dunfermline, is that true?
Yeah, they're all up for sale if we didn't beat Dunfermline. We managed to beat Dunfermline.
Was he coming into the dressing room and saying that, or was it just through the press?
I think it wasn't through. No, he actually came out. He actually came into the dressing room and said that. He had a meeting with us.
Did he? Huh?
He wasn't speaking English. He was getting his man to do it.
Rodney.
He was getting Rodney to do it.
And then Elvis left in January.
Yeah.
Was it a case of we've done this now, you've left, I'm stuck here?
The big man's left us. But look, it was a good move for him. He wasn't going to play for Hearts again. He was a captain. I was offered the captaincy in a couple of the games, and I refused to take it.
Did you? Huh?
Yeah, I didn't like what was going on.
And did you tell Romanov I'm out here in the summer?
No, I didn't really say anything, to be honest with you. I was just waiting to see what was going to happen.
Because if Elvis got his move in January, were you not pushing to try and get away now?
I wouldn't say I was pushing it. I always felt I would get away. But I mean, I didn't want to leave Hearts at the time because I enjoyed my time there, but it was coming to an end because of what was going on. I wouldn't have wanted to leave if it was Burley and that. It was still there. No way.
So when Elvis went to Celtic, though, was there a conversation with you and him saying I'll be there in the summer? Or
No, nothing.
like that,
Nothing.
Inkling?
No, I didn't go to Celtic till the last day of the window.
And was it only Celtic that you wanted to go to once you turned?
Once I knew that they'd come in, they'd made an offer. The deadline was the Wednesday, I think 31st was the Wednesday, and I got a phone call to go and meet Gordon Strachan at his house on the 30th. But Rangers were vying for me too. I don't know how far it got with Rangers, but...
How was Strachan too? It's nice?
Oh, top of the range.
Is it?
We're a big mix, Dad.
So, was it above or how was it there you went?
Millionaires Row, innit? Millionaires Row. So it was nice, it was good. He just spoke about football and you know what he's like. Gordon, he's funny, good stories, but a good footballing man. So I went in there, it was 2 or 3 hours and they said, look, let's get this deal done. And I managed to get it. I had to go to Hearts the next day for training because it wasn't concluded. Right.
So you had to go back?
To go back to Hearts.
Was there ever a minute you thought it'd be Rangers?
It could have been.
Would you have been happy to go there?
Look, I always at that stage in my career, financially, it would have made sense for me to go there if there was nothing else on the table. I'm really fortunate that Celtic came in. But I had to go back to Tynecastle on the Wednesday, and I couldn't find anybody to say, look, you need to get these release papers, and there was nobody about. They all disappeared.
Shambles.
But it was a sort of last minute thing that I got there. I went through to Glasgow, medical. The first person I met getting into the room was Tommy Burns, who'd been waiting on me, coming.
Was he the first one you seen?
Him and your mate Gaz Pendry.
Was it?
Aye.
What did they say to you?
I just looked, they had my number up, had my number on the board, so they were waiting on me coming, and just driving up to Parkhead was an incredible feeling.
Do you actually get butterflies?
I was 30 going there, and I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I was signing for Celtic.
What did the family know? Because obviously Celtic fans as well.
I had to phone, my brother's a big Celtic fan. I had to phone my brother, says, look, I'm leaving Hearts. He thought I was going to Rangers, honestly. He says, don't come back in and see me. Don't talk to me again. I says, look, I'm signing for Celtic. He greeting.
Was he greeting?
Oh, he was greeting. I went back that night and everybody's in my mom's house. They're having a drink and cuddling and crying. They're all crying.
Amazing, eh?
What a feeling that was. But just going there and you're thinking about your medical. I need to pass this medical. Hopefully everything's all right. And then the next day officially signed, and I'm in at Celtic Park at 8:30 in the morning.
Brilliant. Just on your time at Hearts, just sum it up for us how you look back on your time.
Loved it. I loved it. Fans were brilliant to me. Can't say anything else. They were brilliant with me. I love getting back there. The people were terrific.
Do you just wish it was maybe it wasn't as chaotic the way you left and stuff like
that? Was the experience of being a player. There's all different experiences. It's not always plain sailing all the way through. You have to go through the experiences. I see that I could have wrote a book about this. I've been asked to write it, but I wouldn't do it. But you could write a book, everything that went on at Tynecastle. There's loads and loads of more stuff, but I enjoyed my time there. I loved it. I loved the club. They were brilliant to me.
Right, on to the old Celtic.
Yes.
Was it everything you thought it'd be, or was it better?
Better.
What's so good about it?
The people, just going into Celtic Park, the people that are there, the people that welcome you, the supporters, the staff I had at the time, the players. We had a good team. You know you're going to work with good players. They could only make you better. Just working with the manager every day. Was there a bigger demand than there was at Hearts? Oh, aye. From who? Players and managers and everybody. I mean, first day of training. Fucking hell, look at the standard here. What was it, the boxes? Just passing boxes and fucking the standard. But Lenny and that, the boys were on to you. Even like, as a 30-year-old, they were on to you? Aye, you're like, fuck, I better up my game here. Firing the ball into you, go to work on your touch. But the standard of the training was incredible, and McGeady's and Nakamura's. The standards, and if you weren't at it, the spirit was terrific. There was a brilliant spirit there. The manager's demands, fucking hard, but an outstanding coach. Would Strachan tell you when you signed that you were going to be playing, or was it a case that you need to fight for your jersey? I think fight. I knew that anyway. I knew I was going into a team that had very good players, and to get in there and stay in the team, you've got to go and play well and perform. But I knew that at times I maybe not play because of different reasons, being good players there. So. But I knew that. I wanted to go there and prove that I could play at the highest level.
Who were the other centre midfielders? Lenny, Scott Brown had just signed as well, hadn't he?
No, Bruni was the summer.
Summer, right.
I went in the January. I went at a difficult time, to be honest with you. Who would have been there with Tommy Gravison?
Any stories for us?
No, remember Tommy used to come in his pool cue?
Oh, totally, mate.
I can come in with his pool. What's this guy? He's coming in with his pool cue. All right, lad. He come in with that pool cue and play pool. It's like, he's here to play football.
40 grand a week.
Remember he drowned big, you were there when he drowned Big Elvis in the pool? In Spartak? Big Elvis.
Hell is it?
I can't remember, it was the recovery session. And he got Big Elvis in a headlock.
Big Elvis was like that.
Big Elvis was walking in with his shorts on and we're all doing a recovery session in the pool. Next minute, Tam gets Elvis, but Elvis couldn't get out.
He's strongest
He
man.
couldn't get out, he's the strongest man in the world. Big Elvis is drowning, we're all like, what's going on here? Alright, lad, he'll be alright. We're all like, Tommy, you better let him remember Big Elvis' face.
He
was got to kill him. He was got to kill him.
Some money.
So I knew there was good players there, Big Yarasek, but
did you fancy yourself to play ahead of them?
Yes.
Is it tough to see when you go for being the main man at Hearts? You know you're going to play it.
I wasn't the main man going there.
That's what I'm saying. Is that tough?
It was tough. It was very tough.
Knowing you're playing every week to go into not sure if you're going to play.
You're not sure you've got to play. There was games I didn't play. There was games I played, big games I played. So I knew there I had to go and fight, but you had to show the demands in training every day. And I think with the manager, he always could trust me.
Would he always talk to you? See if you were left out, would he always tell you why?
Aye.
He was good that way.
Aye. You're getting left out for medical reasons.
Remember that one? What was that? Tommy Burns on it?
Tam, the gaffer wants to see you. Says how he's leaving you today. I says, what are you talking about, Tam? He's leaving you for medical reasons. I says, what are you talking about? I'm alright. There's nothing the matter with him. I feel great. No, he's sick of the sight of you.
How good was he, Tommy?
Tommy was brilliant. Tommy, he was such a laugh, but wasn't he?
It was always a laugh, wasn't it?
It was just a joke just the way. But it was the same every day. But I think he had a serious side to him. I'd never really seen that.
How he could go.
I heard he could go, he could go mental.
But when he was with the first team, it was just a joke all the time, wasn't it?
He just noise you up, wasn't he?
Were you there when he said he was leaving to go to Rangers with Walter Smith and McCoy after Scotland there?
No, I don't care.
No, somebody else just took that story. See, when you went in January?
Yeah, tough.
So, but is there a realistic thing? I could be winning the league in 4 months' time.
I've got a chance of a league medal here. I've never had a Scottish Premier League medal. Going to Celtic, so I managed to play enough games between then and the end of the season that
you got it. Do you need to switch your mentality when you're playing for Celtic?
Aye, you got to win. You have to win there. You can't draw and you can't have a poor performance. You have to win every single game. Even in Europe, they expect you to win.
Is that the toughest part about playing for Celtic?
You've got to look. How many good players have you seen coming and just no performing and no doing it because they couldn't handle it? They couldn't handle the standards. They couldn't handle the manager demands, and they couldn't handle the fans' demands. So I knew going there that we have to win here every week. Your performance levels, you've got to raise the bar. And
also, a wee change of role for you when you went to Celtic?
Yeah, he dropped me back.
And did he tell you he was doing that when he signed you?
Yeah, no, not really. But I've just fell in there by chance. I think mainly when Bruni signed. You know what Bruni was like when he was younger? He was all about the place. So I managed to just drop back and then obviously sign Robbo. So I dropped back as a holding midfield. I'd played a couple of games with Scotland in there, especially against France away. And then the manager just put me in there. And it definitely changed my game. Where I would score goals and I'd break forward. Then I had to change it. But I played in a couple of different positions under the manager. Played me at right back. And he played me at left back against Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League.
Left back, did he?
Yes. Neil's come off injured. You go to left back. I was like, no bother. It didn't matter. It didn't bother me. I would have played anywhere for the manager in Celtic.
Did you not miss that feeling of scoring the goals on it?
I did. It was good. The goals that I did score, I scored something like 4 goals. Obviously the Spartak Moscow goal. Header. Very unusual, but I missed that feeling. But look, I was playing at Celtic. Couldn't believe it.
Did you learn? I think you played 6 months with Lenny.
Yeah.
Did you maybe learn a lot of him in that deeper role?
He was good.
What was he good at?
He kept things simple. He was a good player. Very underrated.
Did he help you at all, or was it just time to get on with it?
No, I was steady. He did help, but you're thrown in on. You better go on with yourself.
Just get on with it.
You go, just go and play, go and stay in the team and go and win.
You talked about the manager's demands.
Yeah,
everyone that's came on that's played on his game a wee story about a team talk or going mad at somebody. Was it just...
I used to go... If you weren't playing well or the team hadn't played well, you didn't want to look at him when he came in the dressing room. But he would be... The gaffer would be... He would get on the board and he would be going through his tactics and half time and and then he would just turn around and say, "You had a haircut, Aidan?" And you'd be like, and I'd be sitting like, "Did he just say that? Have you got a haircut?" And then he'd get back on the board and then this, and you'd be like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Or that banana's good. I know he started eating a banana. But look, the manager was he was funny. He was a good coach, good manager.
You enjoyed his training?
Oh, I loved his training.
Did you?
Fucking tough. Pre-season was the toughest ever. Now,
You
you remember when Paddy first came?
Character. Paddy told the story.
The 4 2-minute runs?
It was the warm-up and Paddy says this is too hard.
Honestly, Paddy, remember he had the long hair and all that. First day pre-season, Paddy comes and the 4 2-minute runs. Paddy's getting lapped with Big Arthur. But he was getting lapped. Mate, I felt sorry for him. He was walking. His hair was all the side and he couldn't move. But you know what Gordon was like? You were fit. You're one of your big things about terms, your fitness was good and you had to be fit at Celtic.
Would the gaffer game a bit, Paddy?
Oh, aye. He didn't like players that couldn't run about. Big Snowy used to cheat all the time. Used to cut the 33-minute run, remember? Blow the whistle, she'd run for 33 minutes. It was 10 seconds, 20 seconds of blowing. Big Snowy used to cut the corners, but the manager used to be up the front.
But he'd see everything the manager
went. He would see everything.
Was there a fear of the players in Strachan?
Yes. Yeah.
Just knowing that he could go at any minute?
Knowing that you had to perform well for him. But he was good company. His stories were good and he was a funny guy.
He'd sit and talk to you and stuff like that. Talk about the Spartak header. How good a feeling was that?
Brilliant. I actually played wide left that night. And he never played Aidan. Aidan never played away from home.
He'd be happy with that, Aidan.
Oh, he was delighted. He was always happy. Him and the manager were great buddies, weren't they? But he was he never played and I managed to get the goal. It was a big goal for us. A ball down the right hand side for Scotty's probably told you how good a walk was. And then I managed to come in at the back post and score a header. So we've seen how vital it was because the next leg, I never played the next leg. I was on the bench and obviously Aidan played and he changed the team a wee bit and we managed to get through in penalty kicks. But it was a big goal for me. It was my first goal, and a big goal.
Is the feeling different scoring for your boyhood team than it is for, say, a Hibs or a Hearts?
No, I think it's just the same for me. I think a goal's a goal. I'd always celebrate a goal, didn't it? It didn't matter who it was.
Big Boric was the hero in the next leg.
Oh, yes.
Talk us through how good he was and how much a character he was.
Arthur was some boy, wasn't he? He was a good goalkeeper. He was a terrific goalkeeper and he saved us in that game, but Arthur didn't really bother. He would turn up to training whenever he turned up, whoever he turned up with. There was always an entourage of people with him, wasn't there? I liked him.
His character, wasn't he?
I got on well with him and he liked his nights out and you know he wasn't always disciplined, but if you look at his career, he's still going. So he actually had to change.
How's he done that?
I don't know. You remember what he was like at Celtic?
He'd have been in the Russell Latterby category, wasn't he?
Aye.
Just done what he liked.
He done what he liked.
But he was the first goalie that he was great with his 2 feet, wasn't he?
He was a good goalkeeper. He was a terrific goalkeeper.
You got your first taste of Champions League group stages, AC Milan at Celtic Park.
2-1.
How good was that?
Brilliant.
Right? How good's the atmosphere when you first walk out?
It's the best atmosphere in the world.
Is it really?
Aye. It's hard to explain. If you're there as a punter, a fan, you know the atmosphere's good. But when you're on the pitch...
Is it undescribable?
Indescribable.
These look at each other thinking...
You can't hear your teammate. You can't hear what the manager's shouting. The noises levels are, especially at Celtic Park, in Champions League nights, they're the best. It's the best atmosphere, no matter what MDL says. It's the best atmosphere. And I've been to Barcelona and played there at Nou Camp with Celtic and the San Siro. Celtic Park is by far the best atmosphere for me. You hear a lot of people saying that, but it truly is. And when you win the nights, the Milan game is brilliant. Scotty get the...
Was it Dida thingy?
A winner, big Mick scored across it for Mick, corner. But they were a good team. Against Pirlo, I managed to get his jersey after it. He's the best player I've played against.
Was he brilliant? Just stroking it a bit.
He's always got time and space, and you never see him sprinting.
See, he's got time and space. Would you not been told to get close to him? But he just can't.
It was hard. they move the ball that quick. They're that quick up there, but the atmosphere at Celtic, you can't beat it.
See, with the atmosphere, can you see other teams maybe shitting themselves a bit? Can you physically see that?
Well, I always think we can win games here. Remember we played Barca, the 3-2 game. I think that was Caddy's debut.
Debut against Ronaldinho.
Good luck with it. I did all right.
Louis Strachan's like half time says, can you not see Martin sitting that diagonal?
But look, the atmosphere is incredible. There was always a fear factor, I think, for the opposition fans.
So even no matter how big the team were, did you always fancy yourself beating them?
Aye. Oh, against them, they're the best players, the best teams. When you've got the Celtic supporters behind you, it's incredible.
Would Strachan say you were just as good as the other teams are?
Aye.
He would,
Aye. He would.
Is it fortune always? Is it what he used to shout? Fortune favours the brave. I remember he used to shout that quite a lot.
Yeah.
So is that what you wanted, just to be brave in games like that? Get on the ball.
Get on the ball and pass it, and work hard and move and run about. You always say run about. You got to run about.
Simple though, eh?
It's simple. The manager's training was good, but it was simple but effective. You had to work hard. But
who really came to fore the Champions League next? Was there a player in particular?
Apart from myself. I always thought McGeady done well in the big games. I always thought he was... I really liked Aidan. I think he was a really good player. And I think he was a good person and on. He was a funny boy.
He was funny.
He would always come... But he always had to defend well. And then the goalkeeper always had to do... I always felt we did well as a unit, as a team. Nakamura. He's the best I've played with.
You think he's the best?
I mean, even his preparation after games... After the game, boys are once showered and changed. Naka's in the gym. Naka's in the gym doing weights. We were like, what's he doing? But his preparation.
He's still playing now?
He's still 41. But I thought Nakamura was different class, but they were all good. They were all good. The players I played with, they were all good.
Did you just see back then? Did you think win the ball and pass it to McGeady or Nakamura? And
we were told to get it to Nakamura and Aidan and the boys up front to go and do the business. We were to keep it simple. No rocket science.
Last 16 against Barca, you and Barry Robson played centre midfield. You were at Hearts and Dundee United the season before that. Is it hard to see when you're playing in the games? Is it hard to? I was at Hearts playing against.
I know. Then we managed to get to Celtic and play together. I always did battles with Robbo. No, he was always one of the players. He was always elbows and kicking you and he was being about you. He was a good player. He was a right good player. I liked playing with Robbo. But he was just he was a good character, I know. He was always moaning. First week he came into Celtic, didn't he? And I think he's found out what the boys are on in terms of the wages and that. And he's in chatting Peter's door. Want a new deal. Honest to God. A week later.
He loved the money, didn't he?
Why? He loved the money. He was tight. He was a tightie.
I'm glad you said that because he was giving it a big one.
He used to come a week in the door and he's saying, he's heard the boys are on, he's on that. He's came from Dundee United, so he's not one of the top earners, at Celtic. I think he's fun out. He's maybe come in a week and he's did a good game. And I think he's got his agent to phone Peter or say to the manager about a new contract. But he's only in the door a week. Because he's found out what the boys are on. Brilliant, I didn't care what the boys were on. Whatever you're on, you were on. But Robbo was, he liked the cash.
But how can you raise your game so much coming from Dundee United and a Hearts to go and competing against Barcelona and AC Milan?
You've got to have a good mentality.
Is that what it is?
Aye, mentality's a big thing. I had a good mentality and Robbo had a good mentality. But I couldn't believe playing up against these players, but it didn't faze me. I was never nervous. That music, Champions League music, once it started, you were in about it.
That's probably when you are a Celtic player, innit? When you're not fazed by it and you relish it.
The 2.5 years I was here, I can always say I loved it and enjoyed my time.
Seeing the big games, would you and your midfield partner talk about who you were going to play against, or was it just get on and
just try
get on with it?
Just go on with it. I mean, Fitbin was a lot is down to the tactical side and the shape now. Where I'm not saying it wasn't so much, but it was just go up against people, man for man.
You think that's lost a wee bit now? It's too tactical.
They're all robotic now, players. When you see training, it's all shape. But, look, I like doing a bit of shape, but in terms of being a manager, but they've lost that thing with getting close to people and tackling. Tackling's out of the game.
You're right. Jimmy Mack says that, our manager says that as well.
It's out of the game.
It's all tactical. You and Barry obviously played a pivotal role as well in the league. Did you think that comeback was possible?
It was difficult. We lost a game against Motherwell with 8 games to go. It was 1-0 and the manager was getting absolutely slaughtered. I never played that game. I'm not sure Robbo played. And so we're 7 games to go. We had to win every game. And we managed to do it and they played me and Robbo in the middle of the park. Bruni had a lot going on. I think
off the pitch,
which was terrible. And me and Robbo stayed in the last 7 games, and people said that in terms of us winning, it was me and Robbo. It was everybody, but we were in there to just do a job. It wasn't pretty at times, but we're in there to work hard, and we did well. We had a good partnership in there.
Is that what the manager wanted, just to go in and put your foot in?
Aye. We got to Fir Park. Fir Park was a terrible pitch. It was all bare, and we had to go and roll our sleeves up and dig in. And the 2 Rangers games, had to go. And it was like sort of back-to-back game. The one Big Jan.
Yeah, I know.
Remember, he actually took Robbo off in that game. And Robbo apparently went into the dugout and says, "How's Rico not getting took off?" to Pendo. Pendo says to me after the game, "What about him, Rico?" I says, "What?" Robbo says I should have been took off instead of him. That was some Robbo up.
Some man.
Get Zico off. I'm like, we can get. We won the game 2-1. But the last 7 games, we had to win the game, and then obviously the game at Tynecastle was incredible. It was an incredible night. That feeling that night, I'll never get away from me.
See the Rangers game, obviously the one I think Robbo smashed Christian.
He smashed
Christian. Would you say that we need to start quick when you do somebody quick?
And then I had a late tackling big jig, Lee McCullough. I think I broke his foot.
Did you, right?
I broke his foot.
You say that?
No, look, it wasn't meant. I think we just had to lay down a marker that night. Robbo, I think, gave big Christian a forearm smash, and then I had a tackle and jig. It wasn't meant, to be honest with you, but we laid down a marker, and we had to win the game. The atmosphere that night was that goal for Big Jan, the last kick of the ball. Oh.
See something so simple as that, do you think that could win? Can win an Old Firm game?
Of course it can.
Just
look,
get the
Old Firm
crowd
games
up
are not always pretty and tactical. It's more about what I've spoke about before, is winning your battles, your personal battles, your 1v1s, winning your tackles, your challenges, who wins the first header, who wins the first tackle. Day games are about that. Don't come and say you've seen loads of good passing football Old Firm games. There's no. Is
that what was good about that team? Too? They were always up for it.
We could mix it up. They had good characters in the squad, good spirit.
Lenny came back.
Yeah,
as a coach,
he was good. He was good with the players. He was good, and different role for him, but he was good with the players. He was talk to you. I know, I liked him.
Winning mentality.
He knows what it's about. You need that. And the manager it was a masterstroke with the manager bringing him back.
See, just on the 2 Old Firm games, how big a boost are they games in particular? Are they when you think we can do this now?
Aye, massive.
And would the manager say that as well?
Yes. They were massive games for us. 3-2 and the 2-1 game were massive for us. Obviously the last game we had to go to Tynecastle.
Is that probably the most nervous you've ever been for a game? The game at Tynecastle.
I wasn't nervous, and I mean that. I never ever get nervous of 4 games. It was such a vital game. It was a big game for us. The Celtic punters, they were all round the stadium, and United had a couple of chances. I remember big Mark de Vries had one, but we managed to get the goal with Jan McCormack for came in.
Another corner for yourself.
Another trademark corner. But it was, what a night. And obviously with Tommy passing away was special for him too. But the party that night was brilliant.
See, before the game, would the manager use Tommy in his team talk? Or would he try and keep that away?
No, he kept it away. He kept it away. He said a bit after it, I think it was morely after it, but I think the manager was brilliant. He kept us really calm and composed throughout the last 7 games. And the last game at Tynecastle was an incredible. And then you see the helicopter coming over Tynecastle. And we've won the league, and it was great atmosphere. Is winning the league the best feeling in your career? Winning the league? Yes, yeah, it's the best.
Things you look back on.
I'm happy I've done it. You can always look back when you stop playing and say, I was lucky. I was lucky. Hard work, but I got to the place where I wanted to play.
You said about the party afterwards. Obviously, a good team in terms of on the park, but how good was listen to this word, camaraderie off the park?
Oh, good word for you.
Good,
it was. Well, our spirit. It wasn't about going out.
Because Gordon Strachan was big on that, wasn't he?
We always felt the spirit was on the training pitch. The manager didn't want that. With the party after the game and that. We weren't there. I wasn't a player for going out with all the other players in terms of weekends and that. His job was focused the players. He didn't like all that stuff. The manager, and rightly so. Other teams are different, Simon. Other teams are different. They're out all the time, but that wasn't us.
But Christmas Deuce, Manchester.
Yes.
Good times.
It was a good time.
Did you get a taxi home?
I couldn't handle the 2 days. I had to get a taxi home.
But after the first night?
Aye, I couldn't handle the 2 days. I can get a taxi, 400 quid.
On your own?
Aye. I went back to the hotel. I says, I can't handle a second day down here with the boys. and got a taxi back up the road. £400 lighter.
Did the boys give you a bit of stick for it?
No, they were alright. I was one of the older boys then. I was 32. That wasn't me.
Who was your pals at Celtic? You're close with Paddy, weren't you? Paddy McCourt.
Paddy McCourt. I wouldn't say that a particular pal. I liked all the boys.
Because even Aidan and that, even though he was younger, you get a laugh at
yourself and Caddy and that. The younger, I always felt it was good with the younger players. But like I said, Aidan, I liked Aidan. Arthur, the boys were all great. I never ever disliked them.
No. Must have been one. No, I'm only kidding. I know who it was.
Hey, don't say anything.
Final season at Celtic. Lost the league 2008, 2009. What went wrong?
Just consistency. Also, Rangers won more games than us, and their consistency wasn't as good. So that was the bottom line. It was disappointing. Everything was the last game of the season.
Rangers had a good team that year?
Yeah, they were strong.
Who was good for them?
Just all about this. I think the Davises and Mendes, and they were a strong team. You know, they were a strong team. We were a strong team too, and that's where it goes sometimes. But look, we lost the league. I was fortunate we won the league the season before, and that was my time up.
Was there a few rumours going about that Gordon Strachan was going to leave it in the season? Do you think that affected it maybe?
I remember speaking to the manager. It was near the end of the season actually, and saying that he was probably leaving because my contract was up. I didn't think that affected us.
No,
I didn't think it affected us. We just didn't have the consistency, but it didn't affect us.
See, when you heard he was going to be leaving at the end of the season, did you start to fear the worst for yourself?
Yeah, I think it was something like 32, coming up in 33, and when you feel the manager's going as a new, it make no fancy, but that's life. I didn't even. I never ever bitter towards it. And then Tony Mowbray came in and said that I wasn't part of his plans. My contract was up, so but it's life.
See, although you're only there for 2.5 years, is it still sad to leave?
Oh yeah. I didn't want to leave. I enjoyed getting into my work every day, working with the people, seeing the people, and not just the coaching staff and the players, all the people that worked at Celtic, Angie, the kit lady, and John Clark and all that, all the guys there. And see when you still get back there, if I'm going back to watch a game, the people, they're all so friendly to you. I didn't want to leave, but sometimes you've got to leave a football club.
But happy that you've done it and played for him.
Yeah, I can always say I've played for him, and it's one of my highlights.
So, legend at Hearts, played for your boyhood heroes. How do you look back on your career? Some career you've had, eh?
It's been good, yeah. I've had a good career compared to some others, so no regrets whatsoever. I think maybe in your younger days where the penny dropped when I was a little bit older, what you could have done in terms of the work rate, and you always say that to younger players now in terms of it's not always the best players that make it or come through, it's about your attitude and your mentality. So playing days, great, loved it. Greatest days of your life.
Excellent. When was it you started to think about the management? Because I think when you never told me you never really fancied it.
No, look, I was always thought I'd maybe do some media stuff. It wasn't really till I stopped, probably the last year at Aberdeen. I think you see a lot of players now, they want to be coaches and managers whilst they're still playing, which is difficult. It's not till you get in there. And then I didn't start taking my badges till I left Aberdeen. But I was fortunate when I left Aberdeen on the Friday, my last time there, that I got a phone call from Mike Mulroney at Alloa. Would you want to come and speak to me about the vacancy as the manager there? And I said, why not? And then he offered me the job there and then.
Do you get the bug?
Yeah, it's probably the next best thing for playing, coaching, management. And then, but I started at the bottom. I've worked my way through.
I think that's a good way to do it.
Everybody's a different career path. Some go into the top, some go into a top club as a coach and then work their way through that. Me, I had to start for the bottom tier, which is difficult. You know what it's like being part-time with the lads. But it was good. It was really enjoyable. It was a great grounding for me. I had a brilliant chairman.
Now, is the thing with management, especially these days, is people forget about things that you've done very quickly?
Yeah, look, it's all about results now. Results based and how quick
have you seen it get have you seen it get harder as you went on? Just through demands fans and
I think social media's got quite a big part to play in managers now. Demands of the fans and obviously the people that own the club or directors or owners, whoever, chairman, chairwoman. It's becoming more and more difficult for managers to stay in the job, have longevity in the job.
Because I seen at Dundee how hard you worked. Is it a 24/7 job?
Yeah.
You have a lot of stress and pressure?
Yeah, a lot of stress. For me, there's a lot of pressure on it on a Saturday to get a result. No, it's enjoyable winning, I don't think. Just, yeah, look good, great, move on, go to the next game. A lot of preparation going into being a manager. It's not easy. You know, whoever wants to be a manager, well, then they better think long and hard. One day you'll get the sack. Doesn't matter who you are, you'll get the sack one day. So stick to what you're doing now. Don't get into management. There's no longevity or security in it.
Correct. Looking to get back into it too?
Yes.
Good.
I've had 6 months out nearly, and the first 2 months I didn't really go to any games. I didn't think I wanted to get back into it. But I've been going to games and I'm getting the bug back, and I want to try and get back in, either as a coach or as a manager. But I know it's no easy, and there's a lot of people out there or out of work that want a job, and you've got to be waiting for somebody to maybe lose their position or move on somewhere.
This interview will get you a job, mate. Don't worry about it. Top man, cheers, mate. Thank you.
Mate, thanks for that. That was brilliant.